Hello, this is Professor SUAREZ bringing you Class 1 of Business 120, Social Media Networking for Business. I will be taking over for the previous professor due to extenuating circumstances. Fortunately, I will be the one helping you through this course, and I'm super excited to be a part of it. So let's go ahead and get started. That being said, I will be changing the structure of the course to reflect the stages and what you're expected to understand, meaning that the content and assignment work will be matched up accordingly, as the previous professor's structure is still in place and doesn't necessarily match my style. All my courses follow a three-pronged approach, reflecting the most up-to-date research, my own personal experience, and in-field practice. Therefore, it's important to clarify that you will be expected to complete a substantial amount of work. But by the end of the class, I guarantee you will feel confident in the following. Monetize your network. Learn about strategies and create value for those around you. Learn how to convince them to fund, sponsor, or even support your ideas and passions. Get employment. Get hired to manage, create, or improve social media for companies and firms. Manage your own social media and online identity to attract the right opportunities, or develop your own brand and start making money. And finally, enhance your own professional image. Develop the core skills necessary to network and follow up with clients' leads and potential opportunities. The class structure is as follows. As you have already finished approximately 2 weeks of schooling, any assignments currently done will count as extra credit, meaning you will not be penalized for doing a horrendous job on them. That being said, do not attempt them if you have not done so already. I have closed all assignments and therefore they will not count. As for my class, it is straightforward. Read the chapters, articles, and your own research. Then attempt the discussion boards, quizzes, assignments, and exams. A new class schedule will be posted. The most recent week will always be at the top of the Moodle site. Due to the time constraints, there are no live classes. In most online courses, attempting to make an allocated time to meet is counterintuitive. However, if you would like to schedule a time during office hours to talk to me, I am more than happy to accommodate students. All discussions and questions can be posted on the discussion boards underneath this video. Every week, I will be posting content about the course, chapter, and content. My YouTube channel also has courses from previous semesters as well as my other classes, which tends to have related content. Feel free to browse and view some of my older videos. So let's review what you should have taken account of during the first couple sessions. Defining social media. What is a marketing plan, and how to really hone in on what we would call a social media marketing plan. What we are going to discuss is social media. What is it? How is it represented? Why does it matter? Well, for starters, social media is two words that reflect its origin and its trajectory. The social part represents how it exists in a group, a niche, or a population, whereas media describes the content and creative art which exists and is consumed by that group. In reality, all media has come from some social element of it, but this class refers to it as the content which is rapidly and easily shared by its group. Technology has allowed us to be both consumer and creator. Therefore, creating a wealth of content and creative art is the main aspect that defines how quickly social media has grown. Currently, our limited technology only allows us to view content through screens, but eventually, virtual and augmented reality will change the way we consume and create content. Because media usually follows a mix of three formats: persuasive, informative, or entertainment. The only aspect that changes is the platform and the way it is utilized and consumed. Media, being relegated to the experts and artists, now rests in the hands of the populace. Distribution, which used to be very expensive, can be done from the comfort of your home. Major corporations are being ousted, and now you and your cell phone are the distributor. Examples of social media include the likes of YouTube, where you're able to take your videos and stream them online. Podcasting on Apple, or even live streaming are new platforms that have replaced radio. Snapchat is considered social media, even though conversations are able to be more intimate and private. Listen, what makes media social media is its capacity for distribution, creation, and consumption. Social media has changed things in such a way it allows users to easily access content and share content. So why isn't everybody on social media? With the recent controversies with Google, Facebook, or even games like Pokemon Go, more and more privacy is given up so that we can enjoy free services and get access to content cheaply. However, we have now reached a point where privacy is now an expensive investment. Our daily lives are no longer our choice to share, but rather the choice of corporations, so much so that our information, though we may part with it so easily, companies pay millions of dollars for, as it gives them insight to our shopping habits and location. Social media also has an influx of content, making it difficult to sift through in order to find exactly what we're looking for. This can become extremely problematic, specifically when you are researching or need to discern between facts and fiction. Relevance and credibility are also very expensive for us in our time period. That being said, I don't want to discourage you guys. If you make content, you could still make a great living and utilize these tools to overcome the obstacles that we just described. That's right. In spite of what we just spoke about, you can find great success through social media. By developing a vision for where you would like to see your project, or even yourself in this class, you can begin the process of learning and development. It is simply the image of your success. Next, you want to consider your goals. What are the things that need to be done in order for you to achieve your vision? Objectives and benchmarks are similar, as they are steps in sequence that delineate what it takes to accomplish your goals. Benchmarks are time-bound deliverables tied to some value or metric. They are important in evaluating whether or not you are on track to succeed. By doing so, you can prevent failure or fail quickly in order to pivot and take another approach. Objectives are not time-bound, but help to deliver the completion of the goal. They are rooted in the motivation of your vision and are relatable to others. Finally, we would consider the mediums and platforms we would like to use. Combining all these aspects create a plan of action that help you to find success. Social media is one of those tools we could use to introduce products, spin any negative press, and even convert interest into sales. But in order to do that, we have to realize we can't do it alone. Just simply having a plan is not enough. You need a team, and you also need to find that team. Therefore, recognizing partners, sponsors, and advocates is another task that is needed to be done. In one article that I will assign you during the weeks to come, sponsors are people or entities that support your endeavor. In another article, we'll read that clients can become our best advocates and not only enjoy our products, but also enjoy telling others about it. Some studies even go as far as to say that word of mouth is the most powerful marketing tool, and social media is the perfect tool to exploit that. Finally, customers simply demand what you want, so it's important to find these customers, and social media also is the best tool for that. These are some of the approaches we could use to get sponsors, clients, or even advocates. Coupons and discounts and sales, creating community, or you could also participate in the community. The only difference between the two is whether or not you engage in what's already there or you develop something for others to engage. And the other aspect that really determines how you approach it is whether you want a short-term relationship with these clients or a long-term relationship with these clients. And as you know, different situations call for different approaches. So we will review that in the upcoming weeks. A marketing plan answers the following questions: who, what, when, where, why, and how. A marketing plan answers the following questions: who, what, when, where, why, and how. Who? Who are we targeting? A short way of saying that is, who is your target market? What are we selling? That's also known as the value proposition. When are we selling? That's related to time-specific objectives. Where are we selling? That's just geographic location. Why are we using the following methods? Considering that you have methods picked out, right? And then how are you going to promote it? What tools and merchandise or even approach are we going to use to get the most effective marketing strategy out there? A marketing plan answers the following questions. How do we make them? Well, it encompasses 80% research and 20% design. If you focus too much on designing it to be one particular way or based on what the textbook tells you, but don't focus on the facts and taking inventory of where exactly the company is and what environment we're working under, it could be very difficult to find success no matter how well you design the marketing plan. Similarly, if you spend a large portion of your time just trying to find research and doing surveys and evaluating information, but not designing the strategy to implement it, you'll end up wasting your time just having all these facts and not accomplishing anything. So the breakdown that I have is 80% research and 20% design. And I'll focus in later classes on how we could streamline this so that way you're utilizing your time effectively. So with the following weeks, what I want you guys to work on is your own social media / professional profile. I want you guys to go ahead and finish developing that, as in the next week or so we'll be reviewing it and seeing how we can make improvements to it. I don't recommend using your personal profile, or if you have a personal profile, perhaps making it private during this semester so that way there's no confusion. The second thing is start considering what brand, product, or business you want to center your marketing plan around. For the final project, you are expected to develop a marketing strategy. It does benefit you to use something that's already well known because you could draw on the information that's out there. If you look at publicly traded companies, they also have information that's easily accessible. And right now you just have to start considering which company you want to use or which product you want to use for your marketing strategy, but you don't have to pick one just yet. With that being said, hang tight. As we wrap up the second week of school, I want you to hang tight. If there's any trouble, just give me a call or email me, and I will take the time to explain any confusion. But I hope this video has clarified a lot. Again, this is Professor Suarez signing off. Take care.